Good morning, judges, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to have the opportunity to stand here once again. And today, I am going to talk about one of the controversial topics which states that minimum alcohol pricing would be good for some Southeast Asia countries. Well, before I'm going to talk about the details, I want to explain a key concept in the topic first. So what is minimum alcohol pricing? The answer is minimum alcohol pricing is to reduce the price of any kinds of alcohol. So, if we take a look at the ASEAN integration or ASEAN globalization in 2015, one of its aims is to reduce the trade barriers or to reduce the economic gaps between the countries in Southeast Asia. Which means that we will not pay any tax at all, or some tax might be cut down on the products if we export it to other countries in the region. And if the tax is too high, the products, especially the alcohol, might be too high as well, right? Because alcohol is a legal drug. And how can the developing countries such as Cambodia, Laos, Preah, or Myanmar afford with that? Therefore, I want to illustrate my agreement by coming up with 4 reasons. The first reason is that alcohol is harmful, but it depends on the people themselves as well. And the second reason is that some countries in Southeast Asia use alcohol as a sacrificial object. And the third reason is that ASEAN integration or ASEAN globalization works with the ASEAN economic community. And the fourth reason or the last reason is that the countries that produce the alcohol have to challenge each other in order to attract the customers. So now I'm going to talk about the first reason, ladies and gentlemen. So the first reason is that alcohol is harmful, but it depends on the people. Many scientists have shown that drinking more alcohol is harmful, but some other scientists also illustrate that drinking less alcohol is good, and the main reason is it depends on the people themselves. So some people might drink it for pleasure only, and if they have ideas about the consequences, the advantages or disadvantages about alcohol, they might drink it with the appropriate amount. So reducing the price can make people afford with it, especially the consumers in the developing countries. And the second reason is that some countries in Southeast Asia, like Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, Preah, or Myanmar, use alcohol as a sacrificial object. And why they use it as a sacrificial object? Because they are Buddhists, like we know. So when there's any festival or ceremony, they have to go to pagodas and they have to bring food, they have to bring water, tea, or alcohol, because it is necessary, it is compulsory for Buddhism. And the third reason is that ASEAN integration or ASEAN globalization works with the ASEAN economic community. And why they have to work with it? Because the main is to reduce the economic gap and also to enhance the economic cooperation between the countries in the region. Therefore, there are free flows of products, services, investment, skilled laborers, and as well as the capital. So the products can export freely to other countries in the region, and the people who have the same skill, like example, the practitioner, the doctor, or engineering, they can find a job in other countries in the region. So last but not least, the countries who produce the alcohol have to challenge each other. And why they have to challenge? Because they want more customers to buy their product. So they have to improve their product's quality, but they have to reduce the price of the quality. And this is very good for the consumers, and especially the consumers in the developing countries. So all in all, ladies and gentlemen, according to the 4 reasons that I had illustrated above, I think it would be better if we reduce the price of alcohol while the economic gaps between countries and countries are more different. Like we can see, between countries and Singapore, we have a very far different economic based on the GDP of these 2 countries. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to follow these 4 questions.
One of the arguments that you made is that the free flow of goods within the ASEAN economic community is good. Why does reducing the price of alcohol lead to more free flow of goods?
Thank you for your questions. Because, you know, like I had mentioned above, that some countries still need alcohol. Sometimes it's just not for drink, but it's necessary. It's because they use it as a sacrificial object. So it is necessary, and if they have to free flow the alcohol, it is good for the people in every country. Because alcohol is not, you know, alcohol is not always bad, but sometimes it's also good as well. That's why some countries still need alcohol, because, you know, it is also good. It's not always harmful, but it's also harmless if you know the way of drinking it. Thank you.
Good morning, Maneth.
Good morning.
Is this working? I like the way you stated alcohol can be healthy in moderation. And that's true. Unfortunately, a lot of people are, I think it's 1/3 population of the world are alcoholics, meaning that they can't control themselves. But it is good in moderation. And it enhances economic cooperation. It also provides competition, and it improves the quality of the product. What else does competition do? What are some of the benefits of competition regarding alcohol?
Thank you for your questions. There are several reasons of competition. So the first benefit is that they can improve the quality and reduce the price. And the second reason is that it is a very good idea for them to challenge with the international market. Sometimes you just not challenge with the countries in the region, but sometimes you have to export it to other countries in another continent. So you have to make sure that your products can challenge with another products in the international market. Thank you.